Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you think that you have seen everything, whatever can be done using SQL, then this video is for you. If you think that you have seen full potential, you have used full potential of SQL, then this video is for you. This is a very special video. If you remember in my last video, I showed you how to create a calendar table, right? And then I also told you that in the future videos, I will be using this calendar table and will be solving very complex problems. This is one of those videos. Today we will use calendar table and do something magical with SQL. When I say magical, we will be building lots of matrices. They are general matrices everyone has to create. If you are in a BI field, business intelligence, you are creating dashboards where you have to find quarter to date, quarter versus this year versus previous quarter sale, this month versus previous year's month sale, to previous year's month sale, right? And then year versus year sales, YTD sales, lot of these things, right? If you build from scratch, it will take lot of time. You have to write lot of queries, but trust me, we will be solving this in a single query. I will write a small single query and all these matrices with the comparison of this year versus last to last year, everything will be done in a one single query. Okay, and I will tell you how to automate also, like how to run this every day so that you have the latest data, the updated data. Okay, so watch this video till end. Do like this video, it takes lot of effort to create these kind of videos, and share with your friend and let me know, did this video surprise you? Did you at any time thought that this is possible? Do let me know in the comment. Let's move on to the SQL server. Okay, so let me start this video by showing you that what exactly we are going to achieve. Okay, so we have this orders table, the typical orders table where we have order ID, order date, product ID, category, sales, right? Now, what we are going to achieve is, I will show you. So, using this table, we are going to drive this table, BI matrix, right? So, this is my output where I am showing a different time frames. You see full year, month to date, quarter to date. This is full quarters, year to date, full months, and likewise we can have more matrices here. Whatever you can think of time frames, right? So here what we are doing, we are comparing 3 years sales. So this is this year sale, last year sale, last to last year sales. When I'm talking about full year, in today's date, the current year, this year is 2024. So this is 2024 full sale till date, right? Because we don't know the future sale, so it will be till date sale. Then this is last year's full sale, right? For 2023, this is 2022 full sales, right? Similarly, month to date, from month till I'm recording this video on 12th of March. So from 1st of March to 12th of March this year 2024, from 1st March to 12th of March last year 2023, and similarly QTD, similarly quarters, right? So this is full quarter. So this is for first quarter, this is the sale 2024, and previous year and previous to previous year. Now quarter 2, 3, 4 are null. Why? Because these are future quarters. So it will be null for this year, but we have last year and last to last year sales. Similarly, we have YTD, year to date sales, from 1st January till today. What is the date? From 1st January till 12th March, what was the sale last year in 2023, and similarly in 2022, right? And similarly, this is for month. So this is how this table is built. If you build this table one by one, you will have to do for each year separately and union them, right? We are not going to do it. We will do a trick and drive this table very quickly. Okay, so let me introduce to another table, a time frame table. Ignore this order by for now, and I will show you a time frame table. So this table is the magical table. This is the table which is doing a magic, and let me show you what this table is doing. So this table has all this data. So this table has for each time frames start date and end date. Okay. So what we will do, we will divide this video in two parts. In the first part, I will use I will use this table, right, to drive BI matrix table, right? So I will use order details table, this time frame table, and then drive this table. And once this is done, then I will show you how to drive this time frame table. Okay, so we will go in the reverse direction. So this time frame table has, for example, start date for this year, for full year is 1st January 2024, end date is 2024 12/31. Similarly, this is for last year, and this is last to last year. If you look at the quarter, so this is 1st to 31st 2024, 31st March. This is 1st January to 31st March 2023. This is 2022. So similarly, we have all the dates for this year, last year, and last to last year. Start date, end date for each time frame. If you look at the month to date, right? So it is 1st March to 12th March 2024. Again, 1st March to 12th March 2023. 1st March to 12th March 2022. So likewise, I have created all the time frame, start date and end date. Okay. So let's use this table and drive BI matrix table, and then I will drive time frame table. Okay. So what I will do, I will use this table. Okay, and I will do a join. So what I will say, so we have order date. As per the order date, we have to drive all these matrices. So I will say select star from orders O, right? Inner join time frames table T, right? On, I will say on what we have to join. So I will say O dot order date should be between T dot start date this year, right? So I will say start date this year, and T dot end date this year, right? It should be between these two, right? It should also be between these two and these two. So I will add a all condition. So I'll say this all last year and last year. Okay, let me copy this again. All last to last year and last to last year. This way I have filtered data, whatever data is required, not unnecessary data. So all the data between these two or these two or these two will come, or it is between these two will come. So everything will come basically, right? Now what we have to do, we have to get sales for each of these different time frames. So what I will do, I will say select time frame. I need time frame here and the time frame ID, right? Now this is the magic. I will say case when, and let's copy this. Case when O dot order date between start date this year and end date this year, then sales end. Okay, and I'm going to sum this up as this year sales. Okay, so this is my first column, second column, third column. Let me quickly change it. So this is last year, and this is last year again, right? And this is between last to last year, last to last year, and last to last year, right? And I have to do group by on these two columns, group by these two columns. Let me run this and show you the magical thing. So if you see, we got the output, right? We got, let me sort it, so if I run this again, you will see we have got the exact same output. We have got for financial year, full year, this is the this year sale, last year sale, last to last year sale. I'm not validating the answer. I know you can validate. I will put the insert script in the description box. Similarly for month to date. So if you see, using this one query, right? Just this query, we drive all the matrices. And the best part is, let's say you want category wise, right? So we have a category also. If you see, in this table we have the category as well. So if I want just category wise, so I will add category as well here. I will add category, or let me put it the start category comma, right? And let's do order by category. And if I run this, I think group by is missing. Sorry, I have put in the order by, I have to put in the group by. Okay, let me put in the this as well. Okay, so if I run this now, For each category, I have got the full year MTD, QTD, whatever I want. So for furniture, I got everything, right? All 20 rows. Then for office supplies, I got all 20 rows, and then for technology, I got 20 rows. So whatever granularity you need, you can just put in group by. If you need at product level, you can add product ID as well in group by. You will get all these information at product level as well. So if you are creating a, let's say, a Tableau dashboard or Power BI dashboard, you can take it at the lowest granularity, let's say at product level, and then in the Power BI report itself, you can just aggregate it, right? So you can do that as well. Okay. So this is the first part of the video where we drive these BI metrics from order details and time frame, right? The next part of the video, which I will explain now, how to drive this time frame table. Okay. So keep watching. Okay, so if you remember in the last video, we drove this calendar dim table, right? You can watch that video if you want to know how to create this calendar table. But essentially, it has for each date for the last 50 years, for each date, there is one row, right? So for 2001, this is the calendar year, calendar year day, what is the quarter, month, and all this information, right? Now what we are going to do, we will use this table to create our time frame table. Okay. So now one important thing is we should know what is the today's date, because as per today's date only we have to drive so many things, right? What is the current year, what is the month to date, and lot of things, right? So first we should get the data of the today's date. So I will say where calendar date equal to sys date. Now, what is sys date? Get date. So I'll show you. Select get date. So if you want the today's date, you can use get date function, right? This is giving you the get date, but it is giving you time as well. Okay, so what I will do, I will truncate date trunc function to day. Okay, so it will just give me the day. If you see, it is just giving me the day, not the time. So I'm not interested in time. So I will say where calendar date is date trunc get date. Okay, so this will give me today's data. So if you see, this is today's 12th March when I'm recording this video, and we have the data. So this will be very handy throughout the derivation. So we will keep it in a separate CT. So I will say with today's data as this, right? Because we will be using it throughout the derivation of our time frame table. Let's keep it in a CT. Now another thing is I need only the last 3 years data, because I'm interested in this year, last year, last to last year. If you want more like last to last to last year, you can have 4 years of data. But for now, I'm interested only 3 years of data. So let's filter this calendar dim table for last 3 years of data only. So I'll say select star from calendar dim, right? And I will cross join with this because there is only one row, so I can do cross join, right? There is no issue with each row of calendar dim table. This row will be attached basically. So I'm just doing calendar dim cross join today's data, right? Now the good thing is when I cross join with today's data, I have the information of the calendar year, today's data's calendar year. So let's call it C and let's call it T. Okay, so I will say where C dot year, right, between today's year, what is the year of as per the today's date, T dot calendar year, right? So I need 3 years of data. So I will say give me data between T C dot, sorry, this is calendar year again, right? This is from calendar table. Okay, so I'm saying from calendar, give me those years which are between today's date year minus 2 to today's date year, right? So it will give me 3 years of data. So if I just execute, there is a syntax error, I think. Let me run this. Yeah, so this is fine. So if you see, we are getting 2022 till 2024, right? So we are getting 3 years of data, right? This is done. So this was an important thing. Okay, so let's take C dot star, and we will also take some more columns for today's date. So I will say T dot calendar year as current year. This is my current year, today's year, or let's call it today's year, right? So this is my information I have got. So let me run this. So with every row I got today's year. So I know today's year is 2024. Okay. So this is done. So let's create this another CT cal as. I'll show you how I'm going to use it. But I basically filtered the 3 years of data in this calendar dim table as cal, and I'm going to use it. So let's start with the full year first, right? Let's drive the full year start date, end date for this year, last year, last to last year. So what I will do, I will say select from calendar, right? And what I will do now, I will say case when calendar year equal to today's year, right? We have the today's year from calendar table. Then then this will be this year's date range, right? Then I will say calendar date end. Okay, and I will take minimum of this as this year start date. I'll run this and show you. Okay, and similarly I will take, so I'll call it full year, right? The time frame is full year, and we have one more column, time frame ID as time frame. So this is my time frame, and for full year time frame ID is also same, right? As time frame ID. Okay, don't worry, I will explain everything. And this is minimum, and this is I will call maximum, and this I will say this year end date. So I'm filtering data wherever calendar year is equal to today's year, right? Only for those days. So I will it will remain with only 2024 data when I put this case when statement, right? And when I run this, you will see I have got this year start date, this year end date, right? Because I filtered data only for today's year. So calendar year is this, and then I'm taking the minimum of calendar date, which will be this, maximum will be this, right? Now, similarly, I have to drive four more columns, right? For last year and last to last year. So I'll just copy paste and say today's year minus 1, right? So I'm going to previous year and saying if the calendar year, so in calendar I have all the data for 3 years. I am filtering only for previous year, then calendar date, and I will say last year, last to last year, right? And if I run this again, you see I got last year. So sorry, this is last year end date. Okay, and again I will just copy paste it, and I will say this is last to last year. Okay, and say minus 2. Okay, so if you see, if I run this now, you see we got the full row for financial year, full year, right? So this is the first step. The second step is now you have to do the same thing for many more things, right? This is full year. Let me drive year to date, right? Let me drive year to date, and I will drive two or three more, and you will get the idea how to do it. Okay, so full year is done. Our time frame table is created actually with only full year information. For now, let's do it quarter to date. Now for quarter to date, or let's do for quarter first. Okay, so I'll just copy this, and I'll do the union all. Okay, and I will say quarter, because this is going to be our quarter. And time frame ID, what will be the time frame ID? Time frame ID will be quarter number in our case, right? In the calendar table, we have the quarter as well. So what I will say? I will say calendar quarter. Now this calendar quarter is an integer, so I have to cast it, because the for the first row it is FYS is a varchar, so I have to cast it as, let's say varchar 1, right? Because it will be 1 2 3, so it should be data type should be same, because we are doing a union all. Okay, so this is my quarter, it will give me 1 2 3 4, right? Now what I have to do, just I have to group by here by calendar quarter as well, because for each quarter we need separate. Okay, so if I just do this, then it should do. Okay, so there is some error. It says with today's data is not a recognized group by option. uh, there is something I'm missing, is it? From this group by calendar quarter. I don't know. Let's run this. Okay, this is working. I don't know. For some reason, it is giving me error. Just ignore it. Okay, so if you see, we got the dates. You see, for quarters, we got the dates because I have done a group by on quarter. So for each quarter only, it is getting me the dates: start date, end date, start date, end date, start date, end date. Right? It is all perfectly fine. Right? So we have got the quarters as well. Now let's do quarter to date, which is little tricky. Okay, so I'll do a union all. Okay, okay, I have two times. Okay, now for quarter to date, what I have to do is I have to first find which quarter we are. Okay, so we are in which quarter? We are in whatever quarter that I will get from the this from today's data, right? From here, I will say T dot quarter as today's quarter, right? Quarter. Okay, so I got the today's quarter, whatever quarter it is. So what I have to do only for this quarter, I have to get the data first. There are two things. One is for this quarter. So if it is first quarter, then I need first quarter from the last year as well, last to last year as well. And because it is QTD, I have to get till today's date only, right? So I will get the year date as well. So I will say T dot day calendar year day, right? So we are in which day? 1, 2, 3 till 365 days is there. So calendar year day will say as today's calendar year day, right? So it is telling me till today what is the calendar year day. So if we are on 12th March, it will be somewhere around, so 2 months 60 plus 12, somewhere around 72. So we need till 72 but for particular quarter, right? So let's do it. I'll just show you what to do. Okay, so we are going to QTD, right, where calendar quarter, sorry, my bad, from this will be cal, right, where quarter, calendar quarter equal to today's quarter, right, today's quarter, and day, which is calendar year day less than or equal to today's calendar year day, today's calendar year day, right? So what will happen, it will filter the data first. So this group by is not required now because it is just QTD. I'll just hard code it as QTD, right? QTD means current quarter, right? So there will be one row only for QTD. So it will. So if we are in second quarter, currently we are in first quarter, right? So it will filter for first quarter for all the years, right? All 3 years. This year, last year, last year. It will filter only for Q1, right? This is first thing. Now for for previous years, right, for previous years I don't want full quarter data. I just want till that date. So if it is 12th March, I want just till 12th March for all of the previous years as well, right? So if I run this now, you got the QTD data, right? You got the QTD first to 12th. It is first to 13. It is first to 13 because the current year is a leap year, so we have one extra day, so it is counting number of days till here, that many days here and that many days here. If you want to fix it, there are ways to fix it, but I'm not going into it. If you just want till 12, we can take month date, that is fine, nothing, not a major concern, right? So we got QTD as well, right? And similarly you can get YTD, you can get WTD, you can get month over month, and all of the metrics you can try, right? If you want, let me know. I can put in the description box the full query, right, to drive all the time frames. But this is how you drive the time frame table. And once this table is created, right, once this table is created, then everything else is just a matter of writing this query, right? So I'll show you the time frame table one more time. From time frames, This is my full time frame table, right? This is my full time frame table, and using this table I just wrote this small query to get it. Now the biggest advantage here is, let's say you are running for today, right? So you can directly use this query, right? Now tomorrow you just have to truncate it and run it with some other date. So let me hard code some date, right? This is today's date, right? This is today's date. Everything is happening as per the today's date. Let me change this date to some other day. So I will say, let's say 2024, 05, 05 and 15. Okay, so now this will act as my today's date for the time being. And if I run this query, you see I got quarter one. If you see, QTD is from 1st April to 15th of May, right? Because my current date is acting as the 15/5, which is quarter two. So quarter two starts from 1st April till 15 May. Similarly, 1st April till 16 May, again because of the leap year, we can take care of it, right? So this QTD MTD will automatically change, right? So every day you have to truncate this table and reload it, right, using the today's date, and then you can run your final fact this query to generate the output, and every day you can just do it, right? It becomes so simple, so awesome it is. I can't tell you that how awesome it is, because my team has done it in the NAS technology when I was working for the BI project, and it was just mind blowing, right? So let me know in the comment section if you really like this video, and subscribe to my channel and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.